What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another GTA 5 online video. So guys, today we are checking out the Seabreeze, this week in discount 595k on the Elitas site, in a normal week 850k, which is actually also pretty cheap. One thing that's pretty important, if you want to store the Seabreeze, you can only do this in the hangar, so make sure you have one. It's not a Pegasus vehicle, so you cannot request it like this. If you have the workshop for the hangar, you can also modify it, so you can do, for example, the armor. You can also do the countermeasures, so you have the option between the chavs and the flares. I usually go for flares. I will explain in a bit what the difference is. And also, if you want, you can also pick for smoke, but I don't really recommend this. For the liveries, there are 8 options that you can pick from. To be honest, they don't really look that good. Maybe the last 2, they look alright, but I'm just going to do it without a livery. And then the last thing that you can modify is the weapons. So when you buy it first, it has no weapons. The first option is the bombs. So you have explosive, incendiary, gas, and cluster. Explosive is just when you drop the bomb, it explodes. Incendiary, it explodes and then it kind of spreads fire. Gas, it explodes and then it spreads toxic gas. And then you have cluster, which is kind of just multiple explosions. This is the one that I recommend, 120k. You also notice when you use this, you guys will see it in a bit, your screen just doesn't stop vibrating. So a lot of explosions, very good. All bomb types, by the way, have a capacity of 50, so after you used 50 bombs, you just have to return it to the storage and then request it again. Then the primary weapons, only one option, dual machine guns, 195k. They're not explosive, but they're actually also not that bad. I will show you guys in a bit. Now some general information about the Seabreeze. First of all, fast takeoff and also very high acceleration, so that's very good if you're trying to get off the ground fast, for example, if someone is chasing you. Then also a good max speed of almost 192 miles per hour. Just to give you guys a reference, the laser has a max speed of 195 miles per hour. So that's almost the same. The Hydra is a little faster. It has a max speed of 210 miles per hour. The handling of the Seabreeze, easy to fly with. You'll get used to it immediately. Also very fast at turning, so in general just a fast and easy plane to fly with. Pretty good if you ask me. Then the weapons for the Seabreeze, first of all the bombs. If you want to open the bomb bay doors on console, hold right on D-pad. You should also normally have the control stop left. You can either drop 5 bombs at a time by holding X on PlayStation, or you can drop them one by one just by tapping X. So the cluster bombs, they will look like this on the ground. Multiple explosions, very effective if you ask me. The big disadvantage, of course, with the bombs is that you can only use it on ground targets, or if you're trying to hit an airplane with it that's flying, I think your timing has to be very good. Then for the machine guns, dual machine guns, it's not explosive, but the damage is still pretty good. For example, over here, it destroyed the laser pretty fast. But of course, if we turn the roles around, a laser with explosive rounds is of course much faster at destroying the Seabreeze. The armor against missiles is pretty decent. It can take 3 missiles and then it's basically done. I think also 2 or 3 RPG rockets and then it's also done. Now one thing that you have to mention when you're talking about the Seabreeze is the fact that it can dive in water and it just doesn't do a thing to the plane. It barely loses speed as well. So this, of course, first of all, it's very fun when you're flying. But second of all, it's also maybe handy if you're chased by someone or if you're in a fight. You can just dive in the water, and if they follow you, if they have any other plane than the Seabreeze, then they're basically done. Of course, if you go in water upside down, it might be that you destroy the plane, but normally at any angle you can go in the water and you can get out as well. Now besides that, the Seabreeze also has the advantage that it's pretty resistive against shocks. So if you're maybe someone that likes to fly against stuff, or if you're just learning how to fly, this plane can handle it. Of course, if you do it too much though, it will explode. I think over here I just dived into the ground like 6 times and then it gave up. But that's actually pretty impressive for a plane. The last thing we're going to take a look at is the countermeasures. So like I said, you have the option between flares and chavs. You can use them by pressing right on D-pad, just pressing, not holding. And the difference, by the way, between flares and chavs is very simple. So chavs, you can only use it before the enemy fires their missile, and flares you can also use it afterwards. Now the advantage of chavs is basically that it's more effective. So if your reaction is fast, I would go for chavs. My reaction isn't that fast, so I most of the time go with flares. So guys, that's basically all I had to say about the Seabreeze in general. I would recommend this plane. It's cheap, it's a beast. If I missed out on anything about the Seabreeze, you can always let me know in the comments, and then maybe if I make another video about this airplane in a couple of years in the future, I will add your comment in the video. Then I just have a bonus clip for you guys to end the video. So over here I landed and the landing gear just got destroyed. But just to prove to you guys how resistive this plane is, afterwards it actually still managed to get off the ground. So it's literally a beast, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the Discord in the description, and peace out, you guys.